Hi everyone, this is Shanda with the Wedding Club and I have a special guest with me today. This is Brian with BG 90 Day. And Brian, I do not want to do you any disclaimer on your last name, so I'm going to let you introduce yourself there. Can you pronounce that
Sure.
for me?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name's Brian Godziszewski, and I'm really looking forward to just get the word out about myself and my business.
Yeah, and now Brian is taking his business online. He has a long history in nutrition and athletic. He's been a PE teacher, and he's really just taken his business online. And I love what he has to offer, and he's a wealth of information. So I thought he might be a great resource for all of you guys who are just really wanting to take that extra effort to look your absolute best on your wedding day. And that's everything from a glowing complexion to, a nice fit in your dress well and just feel really good about yourself with lots of energy. And he has some programs he's going to talk about and a little education and hopefully a little surprise at the end. We'll see. But Brian, why don't you jump in, tell us a little bit about how you got into this business and how you are currently transitioning to online because of our super exciting coronavirus situation.
Sure. So, as you mentioned, I'm a former PE teacher. I have since moved into the personal training realm about 6 years ago. I have a few certifications since I've been doing this for a while now. The one that I enjoy the most is precision nutrition. So I am a certified nutritionist. I feel that that's really the key to getting your body to change. It's typically about 70 to 80% of your results are going to be derived from your nutrition program. I'm also have a personal training certification through NASM. I really enjoy strength training, and I would say that's probably number 2 on our list when we're looking to have our body transform so we can look our best on our big day. And I'm also certified as a conditioning coach as well. So as opposed to just running on that treadmill mindlessly, getting shin splints, we're going to actually make sure that you get your best bang for your buck if you're going to be jumping on that treadmill.
That's awesome. Now, when we chatted briefly earlier, you'd mentioned you have some experience with working with engaged couples to get in shape. And how do you feel that that's different than just a personal trainer working with a typical person? Is there a difference?
I have found that there normally is. I think this is a great subset of people to work with. I've had some really great success, I guess I would say, working with people that are this motivated. This is obviously a big day, getting married for everyone involved. And these people are normally motivated, willing to work with a professional and spend that time and money on something that's not only going to benefit them for that day, looking their best, but hopefully also developing some habits along the way that they can take with them so they can remain healthy after they're married and hopefully spend a long, healthy life together.
I just want to share a personal story. I've been trying to eat better, trying to get in shape, most of my life, right? And I know a lot of people don't want that added stress on them when they're engaged and planning a wedding. There's already so much going on, but I found it as an insane motivator. I had that deadline coming up and I ate so well and felt so well during that time period. I feel like the stress just bounced off of me and they went hand in hand. But I will say the power of just wanting to look and feel your best is so motivating. So it's definitely a key time to make some lifestyle changes. And I've continued them since then. I'm still down probably 30 pounds from before I was engaged. It feels really good to have that. So great time to grasp that sense of motivation and run with it.
Oh, sure. No better time, right? Just because you're going to be in front of all your family, friends, taking a ton of pictures, I'm sure, and just wanting to be looking your best, feeling your best, and have that honeymoon body ready for you.
Yeah. Also, I know I'm sure, assuming you work with a huge variety of lifestyles and physical conditions. Are you open to all different levels of, if someone's just barely starting out, needs to start at the very, very beginning? Is that something that you work on also?
Sure, absolutely. That's really what it's all about here if you are looking just to take some classes and work out with friends, that might work, okay, but you might have some things that maybe are working against you that you might not even know about. That's something that we would probably address in our movement screen that we would do straight away. And our program would be designed specifically for what your goals are, what your body can handle, and then from that point, continue to progress you forward at a rate that's not going to cause any injuries or any effects.
You know, I've worked with personal trainers off and on my life, and I cannot believe the difference that you have. And at first I thought it was just simply, oh, well, they're holding you accountable. That's just a tiny little piece of the picture. They adjust a tiny little thing in your routine, it makes the biggest difference in your results. And especially if you're up against a deadline to get the most results, it really makes a difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's not only how hard you're working, but also what are you doing and why are you doing it? And when you're working with a professional, that's really their job. It's just your job to do your best, be accountable to yourself and your future spouse, and let the trainer do everything else for you.
Awesome. Well, one of the things I asked when you came on is if you could give our members some key pointers, like something they could take away right now, use today, start improving their health and their fitness. So do you have some things you can share with us, some good takeaways?
Sure, absolutely. So from like a nutrition side of things, anytime I do a nutritional consult, I'd say probably 80% of the time, what do I find out is that person is drinking maybe about 30 or 40% of the amount of water they should be. We all have access to water. That would be normally one of the first things that we get into. Typically, like the ratio for that is if you take your body weight in kilos, you want to be drinking at least that many ounces of water every day. And that would be like minimum. Normally we recommend probably 20 or 30% more than that if you're going to be exercising regularly.
Interesting.
So that would probably be
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say that the best thing about that is it's so easy. Sometimes it's a little more challenging than you realize, but you have to maybe build up to it and get going. But it's so easy to do. It's simple and it's free, and it makes such a big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I would also say, just to leave someone with another thing from like the exercise side of things, is a lot of times I have found in my experience when people want their body to change, let's say maybe they have a weight loss goal, for example, that's what I've probably worked with the most. What they tend to do is run straight to that treadmill. And that is really not the approach that I take with too many of my clients. It's normally, let's focus on our strength and the stability of our joints and such, build up that engine, and then we can incorporate some conditioning aspect down the line. So really focus on your technique of just those very basic movements on the strength side of things, and then we can work in that conditioning down the line.
Nice. Yeah, I agree. It has to be a nice balance too.
Sure, absolutely, and that's all what I would do. Our clients wouldn't need to worry about any of that. We take care of all that programming for you.
They just have to do what you recommend.
Exactly. There's no thinking out of it.
Yeah. Can you take a minute and explain what it is you're actually offering on your online programs, how it works, just all the details on that?
Sure. So as you can probably tell by the name BG 90 Day, we're looking for like a 3-month body transformation. Okay, so number one is our nutrition. We're not going to out-train a bad diet. Okay, so you can work out 5-6 days a week. If the nutrition's way off, you're not going to be successful. So we got to make sure that if you're really serious about this, that we address the nutrition, and then kind of like we mentioned earlier, also like from the strength side of things. Okay, so we're going to have to be building up our muscle. When we build up our muscles, we're going to burn more calories when our body's at rest. So if I have my muscles built up as I'm sitting here in this chair, my body's burning more calories than someone who has not been exercising those muscles. If we were looking to combine those together, the nutrition and the exercise, we have a package for that lasts typically 90 days. We can pay in monthly installments or just straight up one-time fee, free and clear, done. Let's get started. If we were really under the gun and we only had like maybe a month to prepare, that's typically not where I like to start with my clients, but we offer that as well. If you feel like you're already in a good spot with your nutrition, you don't know how to exercise correctly, we could have a package where we just do your exercise for you. And vice versa. If you already feel like you have a good plan with your exercise, you just feel like your nutrition is just really off and that's what's holding you back, we'll let you stick with what you're comfortable on the exercise side of things, and we can just work with you on your nutrition.
And how is it structured? What, the logistics of the plan, since we're doing this all online, and sometimes this might be the first time ever working out with a trainer online. How do you structure all the logistics of this?
So really all that we would need are all services that are free. Okay, so Facebook is where we can do a lot of it through. We would normally start out with a Zoom conference because I do need to see how you move. This is a form of personal training, so we're not just printing out workouts offline and emailing them to you. I do need to actually see you from time to time. So Zoom, Facebook, Instagram, as long as we can get you set up on those platforms, that's all we need to conduct a thorough assessment and provide your programming for you as we go through here.
Okay. Do you want to share your package prices, or would you rather discuss that one-on-one with the individuals?
Well, there would be, I do have a survey that's out there. I do say that if you do take the few minutes to do my survey, I am comfortable offering you 20% off. But just to give you a ballpark of what things are at this point in time, if you are looking to combine the nutrition and the exercise together, 3 months, the total will be $1,050. If you're looking to bust that up into 3 different payments, since the program would last 3 months, we could do that for you as well. If you were looking to do just the nutrition or just the exercise over that 3-month time frame, it'd be $600, and there is also an option for the monthly installments if that's more feasible for you.
Okay, and then they can get 20% off of that with the survey as well?
Yep, absolutely.
Nice. All right, before we wrap this up, is there anything you would like to offer to the group other than obviously the 20%?
Sure. I would say if you think you might be interested, you're probably going to want to do a little research about me. So I would say just go ahead and look me up on Facebook or Instagram, BG 90 Day. That's where you can find me. That's my handle on Instagram as well as Facebook. I would friend request me. I'm going to accept. And then what I could do is I could put you in a private nutrition group and a private exercise group on Facebook if you're interested in that. I'm constantly posting recipes, pictures of food, of various exercises, just to maybe help you out a little bit during the interim. And then if you want to jump on board, I'm right there for you.
That's wonderful. I'll make sure we post links along with this video so you guys can access it really easily. So Brian, I really want to thank you for jumping online with me today and giving me the opportunity to introduce you to all our members. And, thanks so much, and good luck with venturing online. I think that's a wonderful transition. And with everybody's busy lives, it might really just be the new way to work out, because so much can be done right from your home without any equipment anyway. So it's a great new business model. So, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.